So before, I could not understand the learning.
In CRI, I was in exams, I performed poorly.
Ilikuwa ngumu, ilikuwa kazi kwa lazima uende kwa mabeshte wako wakuulizia mahali ndio upate job.
Kwa sababu unaenda sasa tunasikia nakuuliza wewe ulijua aje hii kazi? Na demo utawaambia ulienda shule na watu wengi walijulia pale sasa tunapata discriminate.
The challenges, especially as a parent, I was getting is knowing on how my child is progressing in the school, because I had to wait until the end of the term to go and talk one-on-one with the teacher or to get the report and then ask questions from the teacher.
I'm an accountant. I travel a lot. So before Mzizi, I had to either call or come physically. Actually, in most cases, I had to come physically because there are some things that are not easily explained on a call, yeah?
Before, when we were doing a reading session in class and all of them were reading, if one did not know a word, they would either skip it, keep quiet, or feel a bit demoralized.
So using other channels was becoming difficult because there are channels whereby all the parents can see what you have posted, and then they're wondering, why are you posting this and yet my child is at another level? So it wasn't, they could not relate with the information.
The biggest obstacle was more on access to content and information for children in terms of they have to do a lot of printing, and printing is expensive, and they have to also do a lot of purchase of content from local bookshops. And sometimes their parents are not in a position to fund that.
The major difficulty is that I have a very involving job. So how do I monitor what my kid is doing at all times? Because you know nowadays kids are on phones, watching and what. So how do I monitor whether my child is doing learning at home when I'm working?
Imagine me teaching from imagination, what I've never seen, maybe a word that a learner has never seen, but you are teaching this learner. You expect this learner to get the content that you want to pass across.
Our daughter is always like, why? Can I watch cartoon? No. Why? You know? Can I go outside and play? No. Why? So she wants to understand the reasoning behind the no, and I strongly feel that that's something that's lacking in our children, especially in other institutions where no just means no, you know.
Through the signed videos, I'm able to understand the content well using the videos. Like for example, the signs that were provided for animals, I'm able now to understand them better. So the materials from eKitabu, sometimes you find the challenge that you have, of course, a learner who is not very strong, they're weak. So you need to direct them on how to use the materials. So especially for those who have autism or other mental disability, but they're still able to enjoy the stories in terms of watching the images that are there. So you have to learn how to, teach the learners together so that they're able to enjoy together. So that means that the materials have also been very helpful.
So for example, before the coming of the using dolls, introduction of the dolls in our school, we had a serious challenge. For example, you can find that the number of books in the class are not enough, but now with the dolls, if, for example, you give out an exercise, even they'll be able to do it comfortably because we have enough tablets whereby once we provide them with them, they'll be able to do the work.
Nimekuwa na assessment kwa nafanya na fundis ya most of the assessment zimenisaidia.
Fundis wamenisaidia kujua quotation online. Tulikuwa tunafanya kwa vitabu, lakini siku hizi ni kwa mtandao unafanya. Sisi walituonyesha tunaweza fanya vitu kidigital.
With Mzizi now, I'm now able to access information, at a click of a button. I can easily follow and know if there are any amounts outstanding. If I've made a payment, I'll almost instantly see if that's affected or not. So it has really saved a lot of time.
Now, when it's me reading for them, I just have to prompt them, what do you think this word means? So as they are trying to explain and express themselves, no one is wrong. So no one is afraid of answering questions anymore in class.
So now with recess, when we post information, it is very easy because it will go to a specific parent for a specific child. And now all that noise that was there is now not there anymore. It has really made our work easier.
I think the fun part of it, the fun part of using SomaChat, in terms of it's more interactive and the children can do it. It's more, it calls for teamwork while they're doing it together. So you find one small mobile phone is used by around 4 or 5 children in one space. So that's also exciting, because then they get to discuss on phone and off phone. So the teamwork have improved. We've seen children also gaining more confidence in terms of, when you have access to learning materials, there's that ability of, it creates equality amongst you and other learners.
Okay, when I met with Soma and I introduced that to my child, it has made it much easier for me, because I'm able to see what work my child is doing, to monitor how many hours the child has been doing their work. In maths and English, you see the calculations when they are alone, they'll find it boring. But now in Soma, they are having fun, because there is this zoo that they'll get gifts and feed the animals. They'll interact and have those congratulatory messages. So he's eager to do more so that he can get more of this. He doesn't know what is coming next. So he is eager to do more so that he can get more of these messages, more of their words.
These children, they learn well by pictures. They want to see what is there, so that is what is being get inside. That is what they master. So I think what the Edtech is doing, it is a good thing, because they are now coming up with if it is a video or a photo, it will show this learner. For example, you want to teach a word, teacher, maybe the word teacher will be there, and the picture also will accompany that word. So I think that is a good idea that will help these deaf children.
The thing about this school is they not only teach kids what they are supposed to do, like in this case, just reading, but they teach them that past reading, there is understanding what you've read, and then there is questioning what you've understood. So they have made my children thinkers, basically. And I think that's the tool for the future.